Let me get over here. All right. So I said I was going to do more videos. Hello. Starting August 1st. I was going to start doing more videos. I was going to start doing more content, more something. I don't know what to fucking call it, but I said I was going to start doing it. And it's so funny, right? So over the last few days, a running theme of people that I am talking to or life coaching or counseling is that everybody's mad. Everybody is angry. Everybody is pissed off. Everybody is upset. Everybody is mad and upset about something. And rightly so. Rightly so. I'm not trying to take away from that. That is the absolute, like, I'm not trying to take away from it. I'm not trying to take away from it. Hey, darling. But don't stay mad too long. Like, and I was just thinking about that. Like this last week, I've done a lot of life coaching classes. I mean, life coaching sessions with people, and because that's one of the bigger things that I do now, and I'm very thankful for that. Is that people are angry, and it's not just black fatigue; it's just fatigue across the fucking board. So I'm finding myself saying, okay, well, being angry is a human feeling, it's a human emotion. Being upset, but don't stay mad too long. Anger has its place. It can show you what needs to change, whether it's your boundaries, because what boundaries was crossed, or what deserves your attention now today. But don't build a home there. And I think a lot of times, because we don't have that space to talk about what pissed me off or what made me mad, or because we don't, a lot of people, like for me, and I'm just talking about me, I don't process things as fast as a lot of people. Good morning. And so when I have to process what the fuck is going on, that's why I actively listen. And after I listen, I kind of take a deep breath. I'm kind of pondering. You might think I'm zoned out, but no, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you with the intention to understand you, not to mock you, not to make you feel bad for how you thought. I'm I'm legit listening to you so I can understand you. Like I want to understand you because so many times we are surrounded by people that don't really want to understand us. They want to judge us. They want to talk about how we think. They want to make us feel bad about how we think. And you never let it go because honestly, you don't have the space to do that. That's why I be telling y'all, make sure y'all go like do life coaching and have a mentor and have a, have a, I'm not going to say a spiritual leader, but um, have somebody, that's in your life. Hello, that can help you. You know what I'm saying? Process um stuff with no, I'm not trying to control. I'm not trying to, I really want to understand. I want to get where you're coming from because I don't want you to stay there. And I think the longer you carry anger or resentment or some type of bitterness, the heavier you become. And I think that's why a lot of people are overweight. And so the person who hurt you, they may have already moved on while you still carrying the weight and then adding more weight to it, I think. So I'm on the feel it, learn from it, address it if you need to, and then choose your peace. Because your healing is tremendously worth more than holding on to the shit that tried to break you. And on the cool, like we be holding on to the shit that tried to break us. Why you think you can't break away from it? Because you won't let it go. Does that make sense? Listen, I made some little bullet points. But um, would you say you're in therapy? Good for you. I think that anger isn't always your enemy. It can be your teacher. But if you hold on to it too long, it can like kind of shape your thoughts and how you see people and how you interpret things, and it shapes your relationships with people and your spirits. And so I always want you to honor how you feel, because that's important, without allowing bitterness to become your identity. And I think for a lot of us, let's be clear, it has become our identity. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to share some practical shit to kind of help you release that shit, the anger, and strengthen your boundaries. Now, I did not say that you have to forgive nobody. I'm a Taurus. Bitch, I don't have to forgive nobody. Bitch, I ain't got to forgive you for some shit you knowingly did to me. I don't have to forgive you for that, because bitch, you was well aware. It's called the law of foreseeability. You knew what you was doing. You was aware of how it was going to make me feel. And you chose your comfort level over mine, which is fine. But bitch, now I'm choosing my comfort level over yours. And I'm going to react however the fuck I'm going to react, because you didn't have to do that. And you could have left me the fuck alone. So I believe in that tort law foreseeability. Like you foresaw how you was going to do me. So everybody you don't have to accept everybody's apology, because some motherfuckers be knowing what the fuck they did. But I just don't want anger, because anger is a messenger. You know what I'm saying? It's not a permanent residence. It's just a messenger. Okay. So anger. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. It's somebody that helps me. Like if you need websites and stuff like that. It's the only person I fuck with over the last decade. Sorry about that. So I think that anger, some of you are angry at your family, rightly so. You are angry at ex, rightly so. Some of you are angry because life didn't go the way you planned, rightly so. Some of you are carrying anger that has been sitting in your heart for 10 or 20 years, rightly so. And I want to tell you something. Don't stay mad too long. Don't hurt yourself like that too badly. And let me be clear though. I'm not saying, and I'm not telling you not to be angry, because anger is a normal human emotion. But sometimes anger lets you know someone has crossed a boundary. And sometimes it let you know that you've been tolerating something you should have stopped years ago. Okay? Sometimes anger is like an alarm clock that kind of wakes you up. But here's the problem. It isn't supposed to ring all fucking day. You know how like that little chirp bird in y'all house? The chirp bird that look beep, beep, because I change our batteries. The chirp bird, it ain't supposed to ring all day. And too many people are living in their emotional alarm clock just constantly fucking going off all day. I cannot take people like that. Like, bitch, I need you to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because why'd you let motherfuckers control your emotions like that? And I think that eventually, you like the light blue on me? Thank you. Thank you. Eventually it begins to drain your um joy and your peace and your energy, and spiritually every emotion asks us a question. Um so anger is the emotion that we're talking about today, right? So anger should ask you, what the fuck do I need to change? What boundaries need to be built that I'm lacking right now? What is the fucking truth about that motherfucking particular situation that I've been avoiding, right? What you say, Tammy Land, facts, it'll keep you stuck. Them special motherfuckers, your anger with special and won't get it. Stop wasting your time on them. Fuck them. You're so right. Thank you. Thank you, brother Ray Alexander, as well. And thank you, Kev. I think that the first thing that you should do is tell the truth in journaling and in prayer. And what do I mean by that? Stop fucking pretending like you're okay. Stop pretending like you're okay. Stop pretending like you're okay. Stop performing. Bitch, you are not an actress, ho. You are not a tuba actress. You are not no Hollywood actress. You are not. Stop performing like everything is okay. Like, y'all have to learn how to talk honest. Ouch. If something hurts, say that. Well, I don't want to cause no problems. It's already a problem because it's with you. Well, I don't want nobody to, I don't want it to be nothing. It's already something because it's you. So talk honestly. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying it. It helps the algorithm. Yes. And it's okay. You can say creator, God, or whoever y'all use, because a lot of y'all still go to church. Creator, I'm angry. Show me what I need to learn. Help me release what no longer belongs to me about this situation. See, healing begins honestly with you being honest. That's why when y'all be booking those conversations and y'all book readings and y'all book life coaching sessions, and I say don't perform for me, that's what I'm talking about. I don't want you to say what you think I want you to say. I don't want you to say what you feel like I want to hear, because that's not being honest. If you don't know, say you don't know. We'll work through it. We'll fucking figure it out. Another thing, light a white candle. And as you light it, set an intention to it. I'm making room for wisdom instead of resentment. Because a lot of us are bitter, resentful, angry ass people. Watch the flame. Remind yourself that light always has the ability to overcome darkness, because it does. Light is a spirit. Fire is a spirit. Flame is a spirit. Take it to the flame. I've never seen so many people that burn candles from everything for everything else, but they don't burn candles for that. Take everything to the flame. Take it to the flame. Every issue, every problem, take it to the flame. I'm making room for wisdom. Watch that flame. Remind yourself that the light always has the ability to overcome darkness. Take it to the flame. Y'all burning candles for everything. That nigga. Well, he ain't no good. Y'all burning candles. Oh, I need more money. But you don't have stewardship over the money that you have. Y'all burn candles. Well, I need a new job. But you won't even apply for something. Duchess, what term do you use? Do you subscribe to a religion or just spiritually tradition or spirituality tradition? I've always wanted to ask you that. I know you have your initiations as well. I don't really subscribe to anything. One of the reasons why I am not, because I have a crown on my head. Um, I am a Santa Morte devotee. I'm devoted to her. I'm a devotee of Santa Morte. So maybe that's it what you're talking about. But do I have a particular baby, the Church of Santa Morte? Now I love the occult, period. I love spirituality, period. I love different religions, period. I love different practices, period. I've studied so many over decades. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's something beautiful in every religion. I think it's something beautiful in every practice. And so I just take from this and take from there. But do I have a particular one? No, because even I'm a devotee of Santa Morte's. I still don't ask her for everything. I ask for the big shit. But I'm just my everyday is my ancestors, my own ancestors. That's the first line. And I think I learned that in voodoo when I was initiated because you have Bundy, which is the supreme creator, and then you have your ancestors, and then the Lawaz. And so I choose um, to the creator, of course. I'm going to pay homage to my ancestors, and that's what I subscribe to. I think that part of my problem, if I'm being honest, right? Because I talk about honesty, is that I don't like to conform to anything. I had to wear a year in white. That was very difficult for me. So I can be consistent, but I don't have to be conforming because there is a difference, if that makes sense. Hi, Luminary. Hi, Victoria. So I think that's, if I'm answering your question, that's how I like to be. Um, that makes sense because you're a Mambo and you're crowned in Shango. Yes, I am. You also, yes, I didn't know if you dealt with black. I didn't know if you dealt with black spiritualists as well. I don't know what you mean by that. Dealt with black spiritualists. I don't know what you mean by that. Same to you, Shayla. Yeah, I did like a year in white. I did quite a few things for initiation, and I also I had started studying Palo Mayombe, and I was going to be a Polera as well. I was studying it with my godfather before he passed, and I was doing the things that I needed to do um, for Paulo as well, but he passed, and I just decided that um, I did not trust another Polero. I did not trust another because so many hit me up, Babalaos and stuff, and Hugans hit me up and wanted me to be a part of their house, which I think is extremely tacky. Um, Ocean was learning from Kimbisa. No, he absolutely was not. He was a priest. He was a a Polaro priest himself. It had nothing to do with Ken Beeson. It had nothing to do with him. Um, so that's I hope that answers your question. So I don't like anything that's conforming. Glad they wanted me for my platform. Probably. They did, but I didn't feel the connection and I still don't. I don't think I'll ever have another godfather. I think what I had with St. Louise cannot be replaced. And I don't want to try because most times in these traditions, in these Black spiritualist traditions, or these ATRs, or whatever you want to call them, I've attempted to be in other people's houses in the past before St. Louise, and it did not work. Those ladies did not like me, or the Babalao or the Hugan or whatever, they wanted me to be their spiritual wife. And here I am trying to have a godfather relationship, and they talking up under my clothes. And it just I had prayed that if I ever had a godparent, it would have to be a gay man. And it took years for me to get that. When I was ready, he appeared, and that was St. Louise. So I tell people I prayed for him. I did. I prayed for him, and he sought me out. I didn't seek him out. He sought me out. And he was like, I think you're supposed to be mine. I think I'm supposed to be your godfather. And I was like, oh, well, I like a motherfucker that's bold. I mean, my spirits know me. And so I don't think that I would do that again. Yeah, I don't think that I would have anybody else. I don't think I would trust anybody else. And I said I was gonna write a book about godparents. I need to, a manual. But I feel like he gave me everything I needed. And I just don't wanna take the time to get to know somebody else like that. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't want to do that. I think some things don't need to be replaced. I don't need a reboot. I don't need to join somebody else's house. I don't need to do all of that. I think you are so beloved by the gays because many of your traits and are badges of honor in our community. You're smart, quick-witted, powerful, a dark skin. Oh, thank you. He definitely broke the mold. Definitely, Victoria. I feel very honored um, to have him in my life for as long as I had him in my life. It was the one of the best 7-year periods in my life having him there because I never had to question my position with him. I never had to question good morning. I never had to question hi Carmen. I never had to question anything when it came to my godfather. Um, and I don't think I will get that again. He absolutely did see me. Ironically, many of those traits that hurt you with the straits are powerful yin in our community of resilience and strength. 7 does mean completion. Yeah, he gave me 7 years. And he kind of smoothed out a lot of my jagged edges, you know. Um, and he loved me. You know, I've never had such a palatable relationship than what I had with him. And I just don't think it could be replicated or repeated or I don't and this the thing, I don't want anything to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I don't want to even be in a position where I can say, "Oh, well, this was better," or "This is not better," or "I'm not getting this like I used to." Like I don't even want to uh be in a position to say, "Oh, well, I have another." I don't even want to do that. I think what he gave me was sufficient. I think it got me to this level. And I think today people are so quick to replace people. Um, People are so quick to just on to the next with people. And I don't ever want to forget him. I don't ever want to I don't ever want to get over my grief for him, if that makes sense. Because to me, if I get over my grief for him, I'll forget him. And I don't want to forget him. So I don't want to give um I don't want to give it to nobody else. I honestly don't think another godparent would know what to do with me. Because one thing that he never did was he never tried to humble me. And most people try to humble people. And if anything, he just wanted me to be more in the light and more. Like I used to tell people he never would walk beside me. Uh he never would walk beside me. He would always walk a few steps back. And I would always ask him, "Why do you do that? I'm talking to you. I can't talk to you." He was like, "We'll talk when we sit down." And I was like, "Well, I can't talk to you." And he was like, I was like, "Why do you always want me walking in front of you?" I was like, "Am I your shield? Am I your cover?" And he was like, "No, I just always want people to see how beautiful you are. And I don't never want to be in your light." And so, hello. So how can anybody else compete with that? He told me I was beautiful 365 motherfucking times in a day. Everything was hella beautiful and beautiful and beautiful and beautiful and beautiful. And I'd just be like, Kirk, God damn, stop. And he was like, "No, I'm just gonna keep saying it." And he was like, "You're just gonna get more beautiful and more beautiful." And he would just say that. And I think before him, because I'm going to bring it back to this. Before him, I was very angry. I'm not going to hold you. I was very angry. I was very resentful. I was very bitter. I was very angry and bitter because I had trusted people with me. And it seemed like the more people that I trusted with me and I was vulnerable with them and I was loving them for real. And they just never saw me because they didn't give a fuck. They just wanted shit from me. And they weaponized the fact that I didn't have a family or I didn't have a big circle, that because they was in it that they were entitled to whatever because of who they are. And I told them, hello, I told them subconsciously that you are better than me. That's how I feel. I told them it's okay, you can treat me like that. It's okay, you're more than me. Your love is better than mine. And people that want shit from you and they don't want the best for you, they revel in that. They love it when you at your lowest, when you downer, just like them. And I would get so mad at myself that I didn't trust anybody. I was very resentful. I was used to people using me. And all I wanted to do was just love them. All I wanted to do was just help them. All I wanted to do was just be there for them. All I wanted to do was show up for people. That is literally all I wanted to do. And if that meant I had the people please to do it, then I was going to do that because they need somebody to show up for them. But while I'm showing up for them, Baby, it was not reciprocated. I was always the better friend. And to him, and to him. And to him. And he said to me, and it was so crazy. He said to me, "You have nothing that I want. I just want a piece of your heart. You have nothing that I want other than just a piece of your heart." He said, "All I want to do is just be in the room with you." And I would be like, "Why?" I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Because you're you." And he would say, "Do you know how amazing you are?" And I would just be like, "Well, no." He was like, "You do know how amazing you are? Yeah, I know how wonderful it is to have people or somebody in your life that calls you amazing when your whole life you felt like you were rejected." And he saw me. And I don't know, it just started to fill in them spaces. And like I said, I didn't go looking for him. I didn't go looking for him as a teacher. I wasn't even thinking about him being a mentor or I didn't or a godfather. I didn't go look for him. He came looking for me. Literally I had made a video on YouTube that got reported. And I was doing reviews on some of the occult shops in New Orleans years and years ago. And I did one on his shop. He wasn't there, but I did one on his shop. And he said that somebody talked, yeah, somebody reported that video because they wound up deleting it. And so he saw the video and he like hit me up and he was like, can I do a reading for you? Bitch, that is a no-no. You are not supposed to do that. No, I didn't have Patreon at the time. I didn't have that. I didn't even know what Patreon. There wasn't no Patreon back then. And I had did a video. I had went to I had made a list, me and Damon, and I had went through all the occult shops in Mediterranean and also New Orleans. And so yeah, and he hit me up and he was like, "Can I do a reading for you?" And I was like, "I really don't like people that solicits me." And he was like, "I understand." He was like, "But didn't you have the dream too?" And I was like, "What dream?" Y'all, I had a dream that I was in the darkness and I could see far off, I could see like a little beam of light, like a little opening. And I was looking at the light, and when I looked down, there was a hand, and it was somebody that grabbed my hand. He had a dream similar to that. And he said, "I'm supposed to be, no, he said, I want to see you, and I'm going to come to Dallas, and I'm going to ask you a question." That's what he said. And I was like, "Okay." So he was like, "I'm gonna do a reading for," and he did. And he read my head. And the fact that he could read, yes, because I don't let people read me at all. And he read my head and he told me, he was like, "You need to get initiated again." And I was like, "I ain't doing it. And I'm not doing it because I'm not paying nobody this and this." He said, "Oh, I don't want you to pay me. I want you to be my child. I want you to be my goddaughter. We can go to Haiti. You don't have to pay anything. I'll pay for it." What? I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I want you to meet my godmother over in Haiti. I want you to I want you to meet my house in Haiti." And I was like, "Nigga, you for real?" And he was for real. And that he just very rare. And he said, "You're supposed to be mine." That's what he said. "You're supposed to be mine." And we it was maybe 2 weeks into us meeting each other. Yeah. But he sought me out. I didn't seek him out, which is not typically what you're supposed to do. But I mean, when you know, you know. And so I just don't feel like nobody else can do that. But he really, for the first time in my life, I told him things and he didn't judge me. I told him things and he found a healthy um space for me and he cultivated it. And he was like, "I don't want you to be mad anymore." And he would just say that to me. "I don't ever want to be mad about anything else." He said, "You've lost the greatest things, and you will always gain the greatest things right back. So it's never a loss. No need to be angry." And I was like, "I can't be mad." And he said, "Being mad is temporary. Being anger is forever. And I don't want to do anything that's forever because nothing is forever." And so I was like, "Okay." And so I think having that in, I mean, having that type of leadership and a teacher, I could submit to that because I was 100% um, submissive to my teacher. It was not a thing about pride. It wasn't a thing about ego. It wasn't, "How dare he talk to me like that?" Or no, it was like real talk. Like, I'm submitting myself to this leadership. And I did it wholeheartedly. And I wanted to. And that relationship, it filled spaces in me. And that relationship, I couldn't be angry about certain things anymore. Then I couldn't be angry about nothing. And I truly believe it was because of the mentorship and the leadership that I received with him. I can only imagine the first couple of years with me because, baby, he stayed on my y'all don't know. Y'all didn't know Kirk like I do Kirk. Baby, I mean, I'm kind of vicious. Bitch. And I'm like, okay. And so, I was very thankful. I'm very thankful. And I just, like I said, I don't ever not want to grieve him. I will grieve him for the rest of my life. I grieve him in every book I write, in every class I teach, every reading I do. I grieve his presence not being here. Oh, that sounds great. I wouldn't even, maybe you can hit me up and maybe you can help me plan that. That sounds great. I miss his voice too. The only videos I still look at are the videos that um that's on YouTube. And then I did a Zoom with him one time, and we decided not to post it. And I still got this Zoom to this day. And we decided not to post it because, baby, it was wild. And we was naming names and talking about spiritual. And baby, he was telling the tea. And at first, I was like, "I'm gonna post this. Is gonna be hilarious." And I was like, "No, if I post this, baby, it's gonna blow some shit up." Tammy said, he knew that you were truly his child. Now that's good. Godparent, teacher, mentor. As someone who walks technically alone to find someone, or they find you, is beyond words. Yes, I legit had that. And then if you want to talk about money, because we always talk about money when you come to godparents. Um, I have paid his mortgage. I have given him thousands of dollars. I'm not gonna hold you because I wanted to. Do you know that Simoes gave 50% of his taxed income? And let me explain it. I'm talking about his taxed income. he would pay 60% to Uncle Sam. And then that 40%, he would give 50% to his house in Haiti. That was unheard of. And I tell people when he died, his attorney, which was also one of his best friends, his attorney, he said he died broke. He died poor. No, he didn't. Sam Moise was a minimalist. You know, he could afford, I mean, he drove a Cadillac, like a brand new one. He would get a brand new one all the time. He would get a brand new Cadillac all the time. But other than a brand new Cadillac, and he liked antique furniture, um, he lived very humble. Very humble. And because even when I found out that he was as sick as he wasn't working like he was. And so when I went down there, the last time I went to visit him when he died, I went down there to pay his bills for the month. And you can say what you want to say, but I went with my checkbook because I was like, what you mean? I didn't know. I was like, why you didn't tell me? And he was like, oh, it's okay. Bundy would provide. And I was like, have you paid your mortgage this month? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay. Have you paid your lights, your water, your gas, your credit cards? And he was like, well, no, I haven't been working like that. And he was like, but I paid my taxes. And I was like, bro. So I was like, I'm coming down there. And I'm gonna come down there. And I came down there to pay bills. I literally bought groceries and everything, and I sent it to his godson that tell everybody he his god brother now. He was his godson. Um, I sent him money because he was down there before I was, and he went and filled up Sim Moise's refrigerator with stuff that he needed, you know, until I could get there. And I came a few days later. And so that's the type of relationship that we had. Like during COVID, when his store shut down, um, I was paying some of those bills. And I did not mind. And it was a privilege and an honor to do that and to look out for my godfather the way that I did. And let's be very clear. He had other godchildren that were rich. So they had more money than me. So it wasn't even about that, but it was just about how true eldership should work. And it doesn't now because we are a little bit more selfish now, and that's okay. But that's how I loved my godfather. And I feel like it was an investment. And it's an investment to me that paid off because he wasn't dry land to me. So anyway, back to kind of giving y'all some tips and stuff on how to get over anger. Number 3, I believe, is take spiritual cleansing baths. I want y'all to start taking spiritual cleansing baths at least once a week. Can y'all do that for me? And I'm gonna give you a real simple one. Y'all can get y'all some sea salt, or some Epsom salt with sprinkle a little calming herb like rosemary or lavender or chamomile. See, you can get you some sea salt and get you some rosemary, some lavender, and some chamomile. Or you can get some Epsom salt, same thing. And let the water just run off your body and just imagine every ounce of resentment just washing the fuck away. Because you're not erasing your memory, you're just releasing and getting that gunk that controls over your life. And if you listen to me, take a cap, like A cap. This is a cap. A cap. Not a cup. A cap. Take a cap of your TT, your chamber lie. Do y'all know what chamber lie is? Huh? Respond to me and let me know. Do you know what chamber lie is? Get a cap of your chamber lie, some sea salt or Epsom salt, some calming herbs, like I said, rosemary, lavender, a little bit of chamomile. Chamber lie is your TT. It's your pee. It's your urine. That's what chamber lie is. Chamber lie. In an old live, yes, because I had to teach y'all that years ago. But it's your chamber lie. Get just a little bit of that, just a little capful, and pour it in your spiritual bath. That is the best protection and cleansing bath. And it's simple. That's very simple. And I'm going to tell you something else. If you're wanting something to stop, make it a little bit cooler. If you're wanting something to heat up, make it a little bit warmer. Same spiritual bath. Okay. Tammy says it's crazy how we meet people that develop into family over bloodline, folks. Okay, because you can build your own family. I believe I have. Can you cut ties with negative and toxic family members doing a spiritual bath? Yeah, you need to cut ties when you dry. Shit, you don't need a spiritual bath for that. Do y'all realize? Oh, I'm gonna say it. Dang. Do y'all realize that y'all most families are groomers? Your families are groomers. Your mama is a groomer. Your granny was a groomer. Your auntie, they groom you. So they groom you. What do I mean by that, right? They groom you to accept shit. They groom you to be a people pleaser. They groom you to take shit off of everybody. And they groom you into the role that they want you to serve. So you might be groomed to being the peacemaker. So you never have an identity. You can never have a voice. You're just trying to keep the peace with everybody. Or they can groom you to you the one that's always trying to pay. You are fucking Terry. You always trying to take her and pay the family bills. They groomed you for that. So everybody come to you for that. They groom you. Your family, your blood family, your blood relatives, they will fucking groom you. Because your grandmama knew that her son, your uncle, was molesting everybody, but they never did nothing about it. They kept it, don't tell nobody. He kept doing it. So your grandmama groomed you to let men abuse you. See, we don't never want to talk about shit like that. And all of that shit you got inside you, it will make you angry. It will make you mad. And if you don't have anybody that you can trust because your family has groomed you to the point where you know you can't trust people, because this is the thing. If you can't trust people that share the same blood as you, in our minds, we can't trust nobody else. If you can't trust your mama, how can you trust another bitch? If you can't trust your sister, how can you trust another bitch? We be thinking shit like that. They will make you angry. They will make you mad. They will. You can cut them off. You don't have to talk to them. I'm going to tell you this. Most of us got Stockholm syndrome with our family more than when we got with a nigga. Most of us suffer from Stockholm syndrome from our family, not the man that we're dating, not the abuser. See, the separate abuser outside the family, that was different. But the first contact, when you got Stockholm syndrome, it was with your mom. It was with your grantee that was letting the shit go on. But we never want to talk about stuff like that. Like, can I challenge your thinking for a moment? Most of us, or most people, think the first emotional bond that shaped them was a romantic relationship. Just hear me out. Good morning, Sinful. It wasn't. It was your family. It was the people that you depended on for love, for protection, and survival. And as children, we couldn't just leave. So when you can't leave a situation, what do, y'all? You adapt to it. So we adapted to that. Oh, thank you, Brother Ray Alexander. I'll keep that in mind. I do need to make some more tarot cards because I think the last tarot cards I made was back in 22, I think. It was as children. We learned that love came with criticism. Ooh, girl, look at her getting big. Ooh, look at her titties getting big. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at that. I do have tarot cards. I actually do. I've been having them. I've been having them for about 4 or 5 years now. Yeah, I do have tarot cards. I'll show y'all if y'all want me to. I'll get something and show them to you. But I do have tarot cards. I have not. They come with like a little book and stuff too, so I can explain them to you and everything. But yeah, I have tarot cards. I have oracle cards. The oracle cards come with a workbook as well. I have so much shit that I've created over the years. I'll be forgetting until y'all bring them up. Let me see if I have something in here. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you. Both of them, the oracle and the tarot. Oh. All right, excuse me, y'all. My husband going to give me some. He going to go get them for me out there in the garage. I be forgetting y'all that I done made so much stuff. So anyway, back to this until he bring them. If love came with manipulation, we learn to call manipulation love. Some cards. I got dick earlier. He went to go get some cards. He gave me some dick early. You know how we no, he already gave me that earlier. He already had me in peace sign earlier today. Let's see. If love came with silence, rejection, and inconsistency, we often learn to chase acceptance instead of expecting respect. All because of family. That's why, as adults, so many people find themselves repeating literally the same relationship pattern. Not because they're weak, but because their nervous system recognizes what's familiar, even if it's painful. So sometimes, Sinful, I hope you get into my life coaching, but sometimes the hardest relationship to heal isn't with the person that you dated. You know what I'm saying? It's with the beliefs about yourself that were formed long before you ever started dating. You know what I'm saying? And for some people, those beliefs, like, it was shaped by a parent. And for other people, it was a grandparent or a sibling or another caregiver. Every story is different, but it ain't. And that's why I don't be getting with people. You know, we got more shit in common than we don't. Like, that's why I don't get people being so mean and facetious and shit. Because hurt people. But goddamn, bitch, we all done been through some type of pain. Why in the fuck is you being a cunt about it? Bitch, you hurt, I hurt, we hurt. Bitch, we ain't all been hurt. Like, but why are you not doing something to be better? You just revel in the fact of your misery. And you project that shit on to other people and you don't want to fucking heal. Like, I don't understand how so many people can have mental issues, not on their mental health at all. Bitch, you know something wrong with you. It is not okay to have parasocial relationships and every fucking thing else because you can't deal with the shit that you've either done to people or you've accepted from people. And I be thinking that's what makes a bitch mad. Because you sit up and think, I done gave all of this, and then you don't do anything to heal yourself. See, the work isn't about blaming your family forever. The work is recognizing the patterns so they don't keep running your fucking life. Healing begins the moment you stop asking, what the fuck is wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
Tarot box.
Thank you.
I need to get the guide for the.
All right, so these, look, my husband went and got them. It's fine. What he bring to you? Some dick announcement. I already got that. I already got that. These are my tarot cards. Hold on. These are my tarot cards. These are first ones I came up with. The first ones I came up with. These were they about 4 years old. Oh, and that's the bag. And I'll show you some of them. And this is the book that comes with them. And again, this is something that I did like 4 years ago. I believe 4 years ago. Because my godfather had just died when these came out. And the book, it's all the tarot cards. It gives you all the meanings of them. And this is how, this was not for this, okay? This is how they look here. And like this one is the Temperance card. The Star. The Tower. The Magician, and I absolutely love her. She's a bad bitch. Look at the Magician. And like I said, these came out like 4 years ago. The Judgment. The High Priestess. This is the Lovers. And yeah, it's two women. Because love is really not defined by sex. Let's see. This is the Empress. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this queen. I think that's why my cards and shit are like gay inspired. Maybe. I don't know. But this is the Empress. I just thought of it. Like, I just thought of it. But this is the Empress card. And in my mind, that's how I saw my godfather. That's the Empress card. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. And let's see. This is the Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. Let's see. I need to order some. I ordered like literally like 1,000. I ordered like 1,000 when I first did it. And I think I sold out one time. And then I ordered, I don't know, I think I ordered like 200 more. So I have a few of those left. I was trying to find one of my other favorites. Are the cards on my website? They are. They are. And then I'll show y'all my Oracle cards too. This is the King of Swords. I did. I sold out probably like in a month when I first did them. And I was like, damn. I was like, people fuck with me like that. Let's see. Oh, and because I'm a bull, the Chariot. The Devil. I was not trying to do this video for that, but yeah. Oh, this is also the Emperor. Like, I believe in imagery, like, really, really bad. So it be taking me a minute because I have to. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. I love imagery. I love imagery. I love imagery. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the Knight of Pentacles. No, I ain't have to do all of it. ain't doing all of that. I love him. He just be liking that I'm, I'm me. He just likes that I'm me. And I like that I'm me too. He don't try to, you know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to change it. Well, thank you. Like, I like imagery. And so these cards were, look at the 7 of Cups. I wanted to give you imagery. What I think about these cards, the 7 of Cups, when I think about, and I think that's what make people, different type of readers. Because I like imagery. I like how they look to me, how they make sense to me. But yeah, those are my, the 10 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. Like, they all mean something. Like, this is how I see how they affect. So I'm big on imagery. I am an artist, and I'm sensitive about my shit. Were you a graphic designer? I don't know. I can sit down and I can think things through. I can think things like in my mind, and I can just create them. I don't know. Well, my godfather was actually doing, he was creating some tarot cards, and he was gonna make me his empress. And when he passed, I was like, I'm going to make some myself. And these are my oracle cards. And that's how they look with the gold. Come on, opulence. And I put numbers. Like, this is number 1. And they all have a saying, like, are you dedicated enough? Are the faces on each card faces that you've seen before? Because that face is very distinct. Maybe. I won't tell all my secrets. Number 2 is delusioned. Oracle cards, this one, 3, is learning to receive. Different oracle readings are, what's wrong there? Okay, I might have to get her to make order me some. I wonder how long it'll take her to get them to me. So this the last one I got. All right. Oh, and they also come with an oracle book too. So, and then for this book, I also had a oracle card journal, but it's separate. But I might sell it as a bundle. But if I did it now, I'm gonna call her and see if she can order me some more. But yeah, this is the. I forget that I did these too.
But the instruction book comes with the card.
Right. Yeah. I forget that I did this too. So this was I did this in 22, I think. And also, like, to the tarot card, here's the tarot journal that goes along with it. I forgot. And oh shit. So I before I wrote a book, I did come up with, I did do some stuff. again, my literary presence and what I be trying to do, like I've always been on this. I'm not new to this at all. I've been creating. I've been, so yeah. I'm probably gonna do it as a bundle.
You got another one too, don't
you? I haven't. It's still, yeah. So yeah. And if you want them, they on my site. And this is the Oracle. So I've been, been on some shit. So the Oracle cards with the Oracle journal. Like if you want to pull daily, because this is a daily journal. Yeah. I don't do email. I mean, I don't answer questions through inbox. I don't answer situations without taking an appointment, or you can ask and hear, but I don't do quick questions, because quick questions ain't normally quick. And I don't do Instagram DMs. I don't do TikTok DMs. I don't really do that. I don't really do that. I don't really do that. But you're welcome to ask and hear. Why you can't just ask it right there? Or, if you can always call in on Thursdays, because I got that little new show bitch trying to do. Oh, and I also did playing cards. I had also did playing. Let me open it. And I did playing cards in a French way. So these are French playing cards. So I did oracle cards, playing cards, and tarot cards. And I said I wanted to work on a new. It's not a personal question or reading, though. Ask it. Ask it to her. Oh, thank you. So I did the tarot cards and stuff too. How do you get into my mentorship program? Email me and say I'm interested. Now let me say this. It's just not I go, oh, it's this, and this. No, I send you through the trenches, because how do I know if you for real about it? If you for real about it and you want to be one of my students, well, then you're going to do what the fuck it takes. And I do test people. And that's not me being funny. I just know that as a teacher, and I know as a mentor, I'm going to really teach you some occult shit. Not that watered down bullshit everybody else. So I feel like I'm worth more. Now, you don't have to believe that, but I believe that about me. And I believe that my godchildren and my students, my apprentices, I believe that I'm giving them the best, and they can fuck with the best of them. And can't nobody fuck with my kids, because don't nobody know as much as them. And I said that. So anyway, this is the playing cards. I was on some skull type shit, okay? And they just, see, French inspired, because I am Creole. So these are French inspired. So I've been on some, I always be trying to be creative and shit like that. I'm not stirring shit. Why you take it that way? I didn't say that you was. What, am I missing something? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. About a TikTok live. Girl, I don't know about no damn TikTok live. Who? What are you talking about? It was about a thank you, Daddy. It was about a TikTok live. One of your mentees, I believe, I sent you her live. I didn't look at it. I don't really look at inboxes and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure I didn't look at it. It was almost as if she seen a ghost, or shortly after she blocked me, but before she did, she went to your live. Oh, okay, my live in what? I don't understand what you're saying. To apologize, and I'm just hoping I ain't do shit wrong because I had no clue she even knew you. I just really look up to you. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't get into Instagram, TikTok, on no kind of beef. So I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue. I don't know who the fuck you talking about. I don't know none of it. And who's saying she one of my god kids? Because everybody claim to be one of mine, and they don't be one of mine. Everybody's not. Now you might be in my IE group, but that does not mean that I am your godparent. Because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even stirring up shit. I was just tripping out because that's I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know who is Cox. Who is that? I don't know who that is. That's why I want to say you can say whatever. Girl, I don't care. Cause I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And who the fuck is Cox? Somebody like cock. I like my husband's cock. Are we talking about that cock? The most important person in the situation is you. High shot of divine. What happened? I don't know. Well, of course, I'm the most important situation in the situation. Who is Deborah Cox? Who the fuck is that? I don't know who that is. Baby. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm just like, who the fuck is that? Listen, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who Toonie Burr. It was Alafua. She blocked me after you came to her live, and she blocked me after you came to her live. Baby, I just be scrolling. I just be scrolling. I go into everybody's live. I just be scrolling. I don't know her like that. And she's not one of my godchildren. So I don't know. I don't know her like that. I have no I don't know her like that. I think if I think who you talking about a long time ago, and I'm talking about damn near 10 years ago, I had a couple of conversations with her. And I had a couple of conversations with her. If I think that's what you're talking about, light skinned chick. And she was very mean and very mean spirited. And she wanted to, oh shit, hex her son's girlfriend or something like that. And I was like, why you want to do that? And she was trying to control who her son was being with, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, you shouldn't do that. You can't control who your kids be with, you know. And then I think the next time we talked, she was cussing out some man or something. She was on the phone with me. She was on the phone with me, if I'm not mistaken. And she was, and I'm supposed to be counseling her. You think you remember that situation? Yeah, I think I was supposed to be counseling her or something. And her boyfriend or something. She was cussing him the fuck out. And I was like, why are you talking to him like that? Because I don't think you should talk to men like that. I don't think that. And she was like, because like that. And I'm just like, I don't think I'm your person. Yeah, I don't think I'm your person. And I didn't talk to her for years after that. And if I think I sometimes if I'm scrolling, so I'm not purposely going on her, and she had blocked me for a long time. And then some years ago, she hit me up and she was like, I just want to apologize. And I accepted, but I don't know her like that. Like I don't again, these parasocial relationships that people have with people, I don't know her like that. And basically I had no damn clue she knew you. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know me. She was claiming to be your goddaughter. Then after I told her I sent you her live, she was like, and then she blocked me days later after seeing her apologizing on someone else's live. See, I don't know anything about that. I don't get into stuff like that. I can't. Duchess don't get involved in mess unless you really do something to her people. And if you know, and if you will know if she truly gets involved, but Duchess is always yeah, I don't know her like that. I don't. Well, you don't have to share it. Um, no offense, but if I make a mention of that, then it's something I would talk about. But if if I don't talk about it necessarily, you don't have to ever tell me that somebody talked about me. You don't ever have to ever tell me they said something bad about me. You don't have to ever tell me, I'm not one of those people because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I've never met her in person. Um, it seemed like to me you care too much. Just my opinion. You um care too much because do you know her? Because I don't know her like that. She was a client. She was not a godchild of mine. I've had many conversations with a lot of people, but I remember though a couple of those conversations. So she was early on when I went on social media. She was early on, and I just didn't like how she talked to people. I didn't like her, but I think she went on and I believe she told me she was initiated too. But I couldn't imagine um somebody initiating a person that was mean spirited, if I'm being honest. But that's not my cup of tea to be like that. I don't move like that. And you don't ever have to tell me what somebody else said about me because I don't care. I don't care. Like I don't care. Yeah, I don't get into stuff like that. I damn sure not going to be getting into it with somebody on TikTok or Instagram or like I don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do, it makes me no better. And if you're looking at me to be an example, how can I be an example if you see me um going back and forth and stuff with people? You know what I'm saying? Like that makes me no better. I'm not being a elder that way. You know what I'm saying? You Mr. Jessica Rabbit. Baby, that red is too hard to keep up. Baby, that red too hard. So I don't get into um stuff like that. I don't. If I'm supposed to be an elder in this community, I have to set an example. And I don't think that I'm, all of that or whatever, but just to myself I do. But I don't think that that's appropriate. Yeah. Oh no, baby. I'm gonna tell you something. If you would have hit me up privately, I wouldn't have responded because I don't get into that like that. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't care about nobody mentioning me in a live. Like I don't be caring like that. Cause like I don't I don't do that. Like this the thing too. I do too much work for people. I have to keep clean hands. And I tell people that all the time. Clean hands to me is that I have to keep a clean heart and I have to keep clean hands because people are looking at me for me to help them. People are looking at me for me to save them. People are looking at me for healing. And what do I look like participating in things that's going to drop my vibration where I'm not able to hold and sustain people that are paying me um to help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to be an example. Not saying that I have to live a perfect life because I'm human and I don't. I'm not perfect, but if I'm here to show you an example of how you can get through things and how you can heal through things, I have to keep clean hands. And clean hands don't mean ever going back and forth with people. I've been doing this for over a decade now on social media, and you just don't see me doing it. People will have problems with me, but I don't never have problems with nobody because I'm able to say and I'm able to communicate how that made me feel because I'm entitled to say how something makes me feel. But again, I don't have to I don't have to participate because I can choose it. I don't choose to participate in things that's going to sully my hands for people who are trusting me to fix things for them. You know, you gotta shape yourself different. If you want different things, and if you want to stand above the bullshit, you can't be rubbing it in. You can't be entertaining that. You know, everything is an orifice. What you see, what you hear, what you taste, what you smell. Everything is this orifice thing that you draw in all of these different energies. And I have to keep clean hands. And so I just learned that love has many forms, love has many shapes. And the way that I'm going to love everybody is that I'm just going to choose not to participate in anything that I deem is low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's really that's it. You know. Do you ever? Oh, you don't, baby. You don't have to apologize. It is absolutely okay because everything was learning. So you didn't bring any mess because I don't even know what you're talking about. And I just that's how I look at everything. I just you know because I get upset, and this is the thing when I tell people I get upset, I get mad, I start cussing, and then the people that's around me, because energy transfers, those people get upset, and now they might be a little bit uncouth and unhinged than I am. It just because I know that some people really ride for me. I know that. And I don't want nobody getting in trouble, or I don't want nobody getting upset behind something that someone has said. So I always say, you take care of it. And you don't even have to tell me what you see. You take care of it. If you feel that way, then you take care of it. And you don't even have to tell me because you take care of it and you said that you love me. And again, I just like clean hands. That's where freedom begins. Freedom begins there. You know what I'm saying? Freedom begins in those moments where you just say, okay. And I've just learned to say, okay, because I don't want to keep repeating things that I have survived. And unfortunately, everybody ain't got that shit. Everybody haven't learned the freedom in moving forward. And that's why some people constantly move in a circle. And because they're moving, they will assume that that movement is good, but it's a circle. It's not a straight line. You know, do I support the LGBT? Of course I do. Of course I do. That's a weird question, but of course I do. I absolutely my godfather was gay. Of course I do. I mean, I'm bisexual. Like, of course I do. I'm not gonna hate myself. I think I'm perfect. So anyway, that was a crazy ass question. When you like trolling me so I could say something or whatever, I support everybody. I have trans babies. I have gay babies, straight babies, non-binary babies. I have queer babies. I have asexual babies. I have whole whore babies. I have babies that like to suck dick and take dick in they look. I don't discriminate. I love everybody. I love everybody. Another thing too that I want to say, yeah, violence too. I don't care. Shit, you better live your life. Do y'all know you don't get to repeat none of this shit again? Do y'all know that when you listen, one thing that I have learned in this life is that you just get one of these motherfuckers that you're gonna remember. You just get one. And you don't get to, you know what? I fucked up my 20s. I want to go back to my 20s. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You get to pick and choose what you choose to upset you, what you choose to make you happy, what you choose to give you peace. And I think that a lot of times people be angry because they think that they don't have no other choice, but you could choose something else. I don't look like half the shit I've been through because I choose to come out of it. And if I say I'm gonna come out of it, I don't want to look like that. Bitches be looking leathery by the face, and bitch be hump backed and big backed, and you done let this nigga drain everything from you. You done let this bitch drain everything from you. Why? People can have an opinion, and you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't even have to believe it. Fuck them. It's just like, think about it like this. Think about it like this. Think about a vampire. Y'all watch the movie Sinners, right? Oh, come on, Solitary Homestead. Y'all seen the movie Sinners? So, what was the premise? Like with the vampires, they had to be invited in. They had to be invited in. They couldn't just walk in somewhere. You have to invite them. Y'all remember what was that? They used to be on HBO. They had Bill and what was that? It was a vampire. It was a show on HBO. It was on for several seasons. Sookie and Bill. I can't think of the name of that show. They used to be on HBO. Bill was a vampire. Sookie, that was her house, and Bill wanted to fuck True Blood. You have to invite, yeah, you got to invite them in. So it's just like people's opinions. It's like their words. You have to invite that in and say, come on in. I don't do that. Like, I'm not, listen, y'all better learn how to speak over your life because speaking over your life is a fucking spell. You ain't got no candle. You ain't got nothing, but what you do have is you're the alchemy. You are everything. You are all the elements. You got air to come out that you talking. Your blood, that's your water. That spit, that's your water. The earth, you're grounded, you're whole. You activate every fucking thing. So you speak over your life. You speak over your life. You are a human altar. You cast the spell. Y'all do all of this spell work and then you feel bad about yourself, or you let somebody that got less than you make you feel some kind of way. Y'all be really fucking with people that be mentally ill and they be having some type of psychosis, because a lot of people be in psychosis, and they will God, they will project and you receive it. You go, come on, tell me some more how you feel about me. No. Solitary Homestead, I wish I could do that. I kill every goddamn plant I touch. So you got to learn how to speak over your life. You got to say, I choose peace. I release what I cannot control. And guess what? You can't control another motherfucker, period. But what you can control is you. So you get to control what you say, what you hear, what you feel. You can't even say, oh, he made me mad. No, you made yourself mad, because why would you even be listening to that? Why? 9 times out of 10, this nigga got a rotten tooth in his mouth. Why is you letting this rotten tooth motherfucker make you feel bad about something? Because some of y'all be kissing niggas that breath smell like shit. So you know what come out this nigga mouth gonna be shit too. Speak life over yourself. I'm not angry. I'm releasing whatever that makes me mad. I refuse to let another person's actions define my spirit. Y'all got to do the same thing. I refuse to let another person's actions define my spirit. See, words shape the atmosphere around us and our thoughts within us. Words shape the atmosphere around us. But your thoughts, because it's in your head, it shapes within you. So when you let the outside affect what you think about yourself internally, that is still your fault. And nobody has no motherfucking more control and power over you than you. Ain't nobody made you mad. You made yourself mad. Well, he upset me. You upset yourself, because why you care? My mama can't tell me about having no man. My mama ain't got no motherfucking man. And I've been married 4 fucking times. Girl, shut up. You ain't been married but once, and he was a dope fiend. What I look like letting my biological mother that gave away her child tell me? I remember we had some words, and she tell me, well, you ain't shit. Well, you would know that, because you not shit. What? People got, listen, one thing about me, baby, I might be a lot of things. I done sold drugs, ass. I done been a thief. Come on. Come on. Ain't nobody stole damn near $1 million but me in this bitch. Do you hear me? But one thing I'm never going to do, I'm never going to lie. I done that lot of shit. Yeah, she said that to me. I done a lot of shit. But I'm never going to lie. And for me, that's my biggest flex, is that I've never lied about shit. If I did it, I did it. If I said it, I said it. If I ate it, I ate it. If I drunk it, I drunk it. Bitch, I did what the fuck I did. And then y'all got to learn how to replace this shit. Replace that anger with something else. It's like literally after you release something, fill that empty space with something else. Read, serve, create, exercise, pray, laugh. See, healing isn't just about removing pain. It's about replacing it with life. See, nobody talks about that stuff. That stuff, see, I know my biggest flex is that I worked for me. I worked on me. I worked through me. I'm not broken. I'm one of the few people I feel like I'm not. That's how I can help you not to be broken too. Because I had to work through that shit. Come on. Okay, plant 2. Miss Solitary Homestead. Plant 2. You got to learn how to replace that shit, because if you don't, you're just going to fill it with that past. You're going to go back and ruminate. You're going to go back and you're going to circle back to the same thing. You're going to go back to default. That's why a lot of y'all therapy don't work. You don't stick with it long enough. That's why life coaching don't work. You don't stick with it long enough. You start feeling better. That's why y'all don't take y'all medicine. You start feeling better, then you stop taking your medicine. You know the medicine is the reason why you're feeling better. Keep doing it. That life coaching, that's the reason why you're feeling better. Keep doing it. That therapy, that was the reason why you're doing better. Keep doing it. Y'all finally start feeling it. It's just like y'all doing like prosperity work or abundance work and stuff like that. Y'all do it. Y'all got the results y'all wanted. Y'all stop. And then after a while, because you forget that you got to refill it. You got to refill the spirit. You got to refill gas in your car. So you got to fill that space with something else. I put a lot of work into me. A lot. And I choose peace. And I don't want to feel no empty space with nothing negative. So I'm going to read, I'm going to serve, I'm going to create, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to pray, I'm going to laugh. Because I want to replace it with life. Solitaire says she planned. That's replacing it with something. Ask yourself one question. Before y'all go to bed tonight, I want y'all to come back and answer it. Before you go to bed tonight, ask yourself a question. Is holding on to this helping me become the person I'm called to be? Because a lot of y'all are not walking in your gift. You're not walking in your gift. You're not walking in your gift. You're gifted as fuck. You're creative as fuck. You're smart as fuck. You're beautiful as fuck. You're brilliant. You are amazing. But you have let people that were less than you and they saw your light, they saw your shine. They're emulating you. Is holding on to this, is it helping me become the person I'm called to be? What you're called to be. What you're called to be. Y'all are called to be great healers. You are called to be great readers. You are called to be great practitioners. But y'all will never, ever walk in your gift because you keep sullying your hands with motherfuckers that's dirty and don't want to clean theirs. I don't choose that. And if that means that my circle is a fucking dot, then bitch, that's just what that is. Is holding on to this, is it helping me become the person I'm called to be? Some of y'all go, what's my calling? You'll never walk into being like that. You won't get help. You won't talk to nobody. You won't release anything. You keep ruminating over the past. You won't deal with your mental illnesses. You will not deal with your mental health issues. Man, come on. If the answer is no, Cookies, thank you for saying no. Yes, ma'am, I thank you for saying True Blood was a series. Then start releasing it little by little. You ain't got to do a lot. It's little by little. It's session by session. It's medication by medication and day for day, right? One breath at a time. Just one breath. Sometimes that's all you can do. It's just this moment, this breath. I can't handle 5 minutes from now. I can't handle 15 minutes from now. I can't handle an hour from now. I can't handle a day from now. All I can do is just one breath right now in this moment. Family, don't let one person's behavior determine the condition of your spirit. Protect your heart. Protect your peace. Protect your purpose. It's your purpose. And so many of y'all do not walk in your purpose. You don't have to carry what was never meant to become your identity. Remember that. Don't stay mad too long. Don't hurt yourself too bad. Learn the lesson. Keep the wisdom. Release the weight. Release it. Release it. Release it. It's only going to benefit you. It's only going to make you better. Ain't you tired? Aren't you tired of being tired? Aren't you? Aren't you tired of You wake up exhausted, aren't you? That by the time you make it to work, you are already drained for the day and you got 8 to 10 hours to do. Or some of y'all 12. Learn the lesson. Learn it. Talk to somebody, even if it's not me. Get you a mentor, get you a teacher, get you a life coach. Get it. It will change. You will now build community. You don't have to carry this all by yourself. Stop thinking, well, I don't want to be a burden and I don't want to bother nobody. Stop that. That's why y'all get life coaches. That's why you get mentors, because you don't have to worry about that. It ain't for free. You pay for that session. Use it. And if they're judging you, get you somebody else. I don't wake up tired. I'm going to tell y'all, for the last year and a few months, since I've been in this house, since I left my marriage that I was in, since I've been married to my husband, I have a peace that I've never had before. I have time to do skincare. I have time to just be. And I just believe it's just the community. I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be messy. I don't want to be petty. I don't want to get into it with anybody. That's fine. Whatever you think about me, that's okay. Whatever you feel about me, all right. I can't do anything to change that anyway if that's how you feel. Now, somebody else might be able to tell you something different and that might change your mind about me. But if you got y'all proving yourself to people who've already made their mind up about you, it's people that they've already made their mind up about me that I'm a bad person. Thank you, Queen. It's people that already made their mind up that you're a bad person. Well, there's nothing that you can do at this point to change that because that's what they think. But that's what they think. Thank you. Shout out to Mr. Gemini. Thank you. That's what they think, but that's not you. Like the baby that said something about somebody, she dropping the ball. You didn't do that. Tell your truth. You don't have to defend yourself, but tell your truth. Explain what you do and then let it go. If I know I wasn't my intention or I know I wasn't trying to hurt you or nothing like that, then baby, I'm going to say what my intention was. And if you still choose to feel some kind of way about that, ashe, i.e. Bobo. I received that, baby. Then that's what's up. If that's how you feel about it, then that's what that is. That's what that is. And I got to let you have that. Because if you've made your mind up about me and you want to think I'm that, then okay. I mean, one thing about it is my husband don't think that. The people that love me don't think that. Why do I give a fuck about, like, it's just like these jobs. Man, fuck them jobs. It's other jobs out there. It just is. There's other jobs out there. Make some effort, do some resume spells, apply, and get your ass on. Fuck them people. You ain't gonna be there no 5, 15, 20 years, no goddamn way. Shit. And them same motherfuckers that's talking about you at your job, them motherfuckers just as miserable. I remember this bitch that I didn't like her and she didn't like me because she didn't like me and I heard what she fucking said about me. And I asked her, did she say that? Because I be asking for clarity. You understand? I be asking so I can stay the fuck out your way if that's how you feel. After she was like, yeah, I really don't like you. I didn't even ask the bitch why. Because that don't even matter. That don't matter. You don't like me. Okay, girl. I didn't even ask the bitch why. The bitch literally came back a few days later and was like, you don't want to know why? And I was like, no. And she was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, you're entitled to that. If you don't like me, that's okay. And she was like, but you don't even want to know why. No, I don't want to know why, because that's your reason. And she was like, well, the reason why I don't like you is because, well, baby, I didn't ask, but I mean, go ahead. Well, such and such had told me, and I was like, why she tell you that? That's not even true. And you should have saw the lady's expression. She was just like, and so I said at the time, I was like, so you just disliked me based off of what somebody else said, and you didn't even ask me. You just assumed what they said was right. And she was like, oh. She said, girl, I'm 55 years old. And at the time I was like in my 20s. And I was like, why would she say that? I'm not like that. And I don't think that. She was like, you not. She's like, are you mad at me? And I was like, no, I wasn't mad at you in the beginning. I said that you was entitled to believe whatever you want to. It's okay. Do y'all know every day after that, that bitch would speak to me and she would purposely like trying to like befriend me? No, sis, stand on what you did. I accept your apology. It was really nothing to apologize for. You feel how you felt based off of somebody else. That's just y'all got this blind loyalty with people. Y'all don't be liking people, and y'all, because y'all don't like people, y'all want everybody else to not like them too. I'm not like that, but whatever. But if that's what people choose to be, I don't care like that. I don't care. Like, I just want to release the weight. I mean, a bitch is 180 something. You hear me? 5'2", 180 something. A cute little brick house. You understand what I'm talking about? Like, bitch, I don't even, bitch, when I was 300 pounds, bitch, I was still that girl. Like, I don't care. I've never gave a fuck. Never. I have never gave a fuck. Never. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And y'all got to be the same. Release the weight. Keep the wisdom. Release the weight. Keep the wisdom. Learn your lesson. Keep the wisdom that you learned from them. That's your discernment. So this the thing too. Y'all will never, ever go through that again if you keep the wisdom. So now you know what to do. Listen, I had weight loss surgery December 19th of 2022. The day of my surgery, I was 303 pounds. That was the day of my surgery. They weighed me. I was 303 pounds. Ouch. It was right after I had my miscarriage when I was pregnant with multiples. I had gained weight. I was heavier. I was sicker. And I was 303 pounds. I got my surgery in December 19th of 22. And I lost 70 pounds like that. I lost 70 pounds like that. And then it stopped. And I was like, oh shit, I want to lose more weight than it. Like, I want to be, bitch, I want to be a brick house. I want to be cuter. I want my face to be slimmer. I want that. And so I had to lock the fuck in. I had to lock the fuck in. I couldn't make it about my past no more. I couldn't make it about, oh, I got to take care of everybody else. Nah, bitch, I got to take care of myself. I got to get this. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be happy, or I'm going to fucking gain that weight back. Y'all, I lost 123 fucking pounds. 123. I've kept it off. Because I'm very consistent about how I eat. I'm very consistent about my health. I was in kidney failure. Being pregnant with those multiples, I was bleeding out for 2 weeks. They had to care flight me. It was just a whole bunch of shit that I had to go through. due to that pregnancy. It fucked up my kidneys. It fucked up my liver. I had to do some work. I was sick and I had a decision to make. And I said, if I came out of this, I was going to lose the weight. I was going to focus. I was going to be healthy. I was going to live. And after 2 years, I decided that part of that living was getting out of that marriage. I had shit to do. I had a life to live. And I've never lived by somebody else's standard. And I'm not going to do that today. I am not angry at anybody. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not. When I tell you I don't have no anger in me about nothing, I can't. I do too much work for people. I do too much work for people. I'm doing prosperity work. I'm doing healing work. I do hexing and stuff too. Retribution work, miscarriage work. I do too much work for people. I want my hands clean. So when I go to the spirits, they gonna hear me every time because my hands are clean. My heart is clean. Like okay. I'm not, people be like, you don't hate Damon. No, I don't hate anybody. I don't hate him. I don't hate my mama. I don't hate none of that. Like, I've released that stuff so I can have glowing skin. Look, so I can have glowing skin. Baby, look, I do have my little rouge though. Do you think that there was a spiritual aspect to your pregnancy not working out, like choice in partner or work? No, I don't think that. I had COVID twice. I had COVID twice to the point the second time I got COVID, the infection in my body was so heavy that I had lost the ability to walk. I had lost the ability to talk. I literally could not even hold this. And I had to work out of that. And I got pregnant about 4 months later after all of that. And I think that is the reason why I miscarried those babies, because my body was still healing from the COVID. That's what I think. I don't think somebody spiritually attacked me. I don't think that. I was sick as fuck, and I was taking oregano and chlorophyll, and I was taking prenatal for the vitamin effect, and I was doing all of these teas, and I was really on my herbal therapy to help heal from COVID. And bitch, I fuck around and got pregnant. Baby, I'm taking calcium, baby, vitamin D. Like, listen, baby, it was a combination of things. And side fucking. And that's what got me pregnant. And that happened. And there was a moment I had to take 7 months of therapy. I had to get on meds behind that because that was a lot mentally for me. And in the process of me going through therapy at that time, I started getting sicker. And so it was just my body. My body was saying, bitch, you can't go like this. And so I had to eliminate niggas, people, and everybody else that was keeping me from healing myself. Before, it's not even the spiritual business part, it's the personal, because I was letting everybody personal hurt me and everybody words and everybody, and I'm just holding on to all these things. Baby, release the weight. And I did. And bitch, you can't tell me, bitch, I'm a medium. I wear a size 10, bitch, 8 and 10. I'm probably smaller than that, but I got all this extra skin in this ass. I got a little smaller waist, but I got extra skin on my stomach and shit. I got extra skin. Listen, I own me. I worked hard to get her. And when I get that motherfucker iron up and I'm doing the patches, I'm doing teas, I'm doing everything, get the iron up, baby, I'm gonna get this extra skin cut off. Baby, like I protect myself. I cloak myself. I do my work. I don't think anything like that had to do with anything. People be thinking that everything ain't a fucking variable, and everything is. So if it was meant for that to happen for me, then it would have happened. It wasn't meant. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Had I would have had my babies, I probably would not be doing this no more. That's the truth. That's the truth. If I would have had my children, I would not be Magical Lady Duchess no more. And I'm just being real honest with y'all. I would have been closed the store down, would not be no website. Y'all would have this. I would have archived that group because that was my plan. Once my children were born, I wasn't going to be doing none of this. That was the plan. If I'm being completely honest, I wasn't going to do it. So I'm still here, and I'm going to assume that that is the plan because that is what's here. You know. Also, I was grieving the loss of my godfather. I got pregnant in April, and my godfather died in February. So all of those things culminated together. Um, and I would like to think, if I'm just being honest, I would like to think that my godfather is taking care of my babies, So I don't, hi. So I don't think that necessarily has to, um, I don't think that had necessarily one has anything to do with the other one. Yeah. I mean, to me, hindsight is 2020. I agree with you, Brother Ray. I feel like I said, if my children would have lived, like I said, it would have been a different journey, and my kids would have been my priority. My young babies would have been my priority, not this. You know what I'm saying? I just would have believed that. I believe that my children would have been a priority. My children, my little family that I have now would have been a priority, not anything like this. And not that there's anything against y'all, but I would have released that. And I would have said, this is my new journey. I appreciate y'all supporting me. I wish y'all adieu. You know what I'm saying? And that just would have been it. And I wouldn't have gave a fuck still what nobody had to say. I would have had my little brown babies I wanted, my little chocolate babies I wanted, because I would have hoped they would be chocolate, so I could just kiss on them and just suck on their little feet. Look, I would have been so inappropriate with my little babies. Girl, their little feet just would have stayed in my face. So I just, you know, that would have been what I would have done. So, but it did not happen. And I had the therapy. I got on Lexapro, and let me just tell you, my little tenure with Lexapro, chef's kiss. I had went to a doctor's appointment, and I walked in after I had lost my babies, and I went in, and my doctor, Dr. Marbury, he has now since passed on. Rest in peace, Dr. Marbury. But he walked in, and I walked in there, and he was still fist bumping because this is around COVID time. And he said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Come here." And he gave me this big hug, and he said, "What do you need?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't know what I need." And he said, "Okay, so let's put you on something." He said, Are you?" And I woke up like the first 30 days after I lost my babies, and I was crying. I woke up and I was crying every morning. But I couldn't tell you why I was crying every morning. Because at that point, I hadn't even started reading people because I knew I wasn't in the place to do that. You know what I'm saying? And thank y'all for all the people that was very patient during that time, because I was rescheduling like a motherfucker. And he was like, "Let me put you on something." And I could have been like, "Oh, no, I'm fine." No, I'm not okay. No, I am not okay. And he said, "Thank you for telling me that you're not okay." And when he said that to me, and he gave me that permission, I didn't know I was looking for that. He said, it's okay, not to be okay. And I said, Dr. Mulberry, I'm not okay. He said, okay. He said, come here. Baby, I boo-hooed and cried, child. And after that, he called in a nurse, and the nurse brought me like a cold compress for my face. Because, baby, I was crying. And he said, I'm going to give you a shot right now. I don't know what he gave me, baby. I don't know what was in that shot. But thank God I didn't drive myself. That's all I can say. And I went and picked up my prescription. I took my medicine as prescribed. I got into therapy to talk about whatever that was. And I couldn't pretend to be okay. I know God gave it and he take it away, right? But I went through that phase of why? Why give me this to take it from me? And then I realized that nothing really is ours. Not even your gift is yours. Your gift is for you to give it away. Yeah, you keep some for yourself. But your gift, my gift is to serve the people. So stop pretending to be okay. And I'm so sorry that happened to you, True Tarot. But it starts with being honest. It starts with being honest. And it's okay not to be okay. But you can't stay there. It's okay to be mad, but you can't stay there. It's okay to get angry, but you can't stay there. It's okay to be sad, but you can't stay there. All those are human emotions, but you can't stay there. You can feel them. Deal with it. Learn the lesson that it's teaching you, but you can't stay there. You got to move on. You are not a fucking tree, bitch. You can move. You don't have to stay at that job. You ain't got to stay in that relationship. You ain't got to stay around them people, them friends, that family. You don't have to stay around none of that. You can move. You can move. You don't have to stay angry or mad at nobody because you don't have to deal with them. And as a matter of fact, you have the power. It is a superpower that I keep telling you that y'all have, and it's the power to choose. You choose what make you mad. You choose what make you happy. You choose if you're going to participate into something. Yes, I absolutely do help people find a gift. Absolutely. I love it. It's one of my to me, it's one of my biggest flex that I'm able to do that for people. What's one thing that you choosing to let go of today? Because let it go. And I hope it's your anger. I hope it is. Release the weight. Keep the wisdom. Learn your lesson. If this message blessed you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below and tell me what's one thing that you're choosing to let go of today. Thank all my late babies for coming in. Thank you, all the replay people. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope that you learned something. And I hope I just wasn't just running my motherfucking mouth. I hope you got something out of it. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for sharing this moment. I hope y'all come back. We're doing Sunday school tomorrow. I believe it's what chapter, what is it? 20, is it 27? I think chapter 27 tomorrow of Genesis. I'm Magical Lady Duchess. I'm Nakia. And I'm going to always choose me. I'm going to always choose peace. I'm going to always choose. I just let it go. I hope y'all let it go too. I don't want y'all to be mad at nobody. They don't deserve it. I don't want y'all to be mad at nobody. Thank me for speaking about medication. Absolutely. If you need to be on Lexapro or whatever else, take it. Take it. Take your medicine. If you don't like the way it make you feel, go and back and talk to your doctor. They can always change it, but don't stop taking it. You know what I'm saying? Find y'all happiness. May peace guide y'all heart, wisdom direct y'all steps, and healing continue to unfold in y'all life. Many blessings. I will see y'all tomorrow. And y'all have a happy Saturday. Ashe.